Alright guys, what up? Welcome back to CK Fishing. Coming at you from Texas, baby. North Texas, Dallas-Fort Worth area. That's a lot different than the last time you saw me. This video has been long overdue, and sorry if I ramble a little bit here and there. I'm just going to kind of go off the dome. Right off the bat, this isn't really going to be a fishing video. This is going to be kind of a deeper explanation where I've been, like what my plans are in the future, where this channel is going, etc, etc. Obviously it's been quite a while since I've uploaded full-length video, and I just want to explain to you guys, why that's the case, what I'm going to be doing going forward, and just going to kind of take you along. I'm about to head out to Ray Roberts for an afternoon of fishing, so I'm going to take you along and kind of explain things as I go. Alright, so where do I even start? I mean, as many of you guys probably know, guys who've watched my videos before, and I did put out a video like 2 years ago called My Story, so I'll probably put that down here in the description. But I've had this dream basically for, I'll say like 8 years now. It was pretty much started when I was about 18. I've had this dream to fish bass tournaments, fish professionally. I want to make it to a professional level tour. Ideally, the Bassmaster Elite Series, but I'm really not picky. If I'm fishing MLF, whatever I'm fishing, if I'm fishing for a living, I'll be happy. I'd like to guide too on my downtime. Like really, my goal is I love teaching people how to fish. Really, my goal is I just want to fish every day. I just love fishing. Pursuing your dreams, it's not an easy thing, and like when I got into it, I knew it wasn't going to be easy. I knew it was going to be tough. I don't think I really knew how tough it was going to be. So I graduated college in 2018, and my degree's in aquatic fishery science. I've bounced around like job to job since. Been a lot of ups and downs of like jobs that I thought were going to be, perfect. Like I could do this and fish. It's going to work out. Things didn't work out. I mean, you know how life goes. Like life is constantly throwing curveballs, and it's just really difficult. And pretty much the reason I stopped posting was because I was fishing all these tournaments. I was working this full-time job. It was a sales job at Douglas, and it just became too much to like try to film. I was doing tournament videos, and to try to like film every tournament, work a full-time job, and like fish all, it was like way too much to juggle, and I think it started impacting my tournament results because I was like too worried about filming, and I just like got overwhelmed and just like couldn't do it anymore, and so that's kind of why I stopped posting. How do I get to Texas? I'm sitting here in the Lake Ray Roberts parking lot. I'm gonna get the boat ready to launch, and we're gonna continue with the story. All right, so how did I get to Texas? The last few years have been really a roller coaster for me. I mean, for everyone, I'm sure. There's just been a lot of craziness that's happened the last few years. After I graduated, I bounced from job to job, never really found anything that really fit me. It's a fine balance when you're pursuing this of finding a job that pays enough money because it's so expensive to do, but also gives you enough time to fish. You kind of have to sacrifice one or the other. It's really hard to find one that's going to do both. Right after COVID was finishing up, it was actually at the tail end of COVID that I ended up getting a job at Douglas working sales, and I was really happy because I thought that was going to be like the job I was going to be able to do for years while pursuing this. I thought it was gonna be the perfect fit basically of money and time to fish, but didn't really work out like that for me. Nothing against the company, it's a great company. They make a great product. I still use their rods to this day, and I still love their rods. The problem with it was I was in the industry, and it was great because I was making all these connections and getting to travel all over the place, but I wasn't really getting to fish as much as I wanted to. It was, I was talking fishing with people, but I wasn't really fishing, and that started really getting to me. Like I enjoyed it, but it bothered me. It was also just really stressful. Just sales in general is stressful. Started having really bad anxiety. I wasn't able to fish as much as I wanted. Was on the phone all the time. Was constantly thinking about work. I'm somewhat of a perfectionist, so I want things to be done right, and ended up actually having a couple panic attacks as well. And if you ever had one of those, you know how awful they are, man. Oh my god. The one in particular, I literally thought I was having a heart attack, and it was miserable. Just kind of like came to a crossroads where I was like, you know, something needs to change, because this, like, I was just really unhappy, really anxious, and just knew I needed to do something different. And so I was fishing a tournament over the summer. It was like this past August. My buddy Mike McKay, his first tournament we ever fished together, and we're driving up, and he's telling me about this RV rental business that he'd started in Syracuse, and he wanted to move it to Texas for the winter, and basically wanted someone to move down there to run it for him. I was like, hey, I'm single and young and miserable, and I don't want to do another winter in upstate New York. I'll go. You know, like, I literally, like, I'd made up my mind within 3 hours of him telling me this, that I was gonna do this, because I was just like so ready to just get out of my current situation. So I came down here first week of November. Been down here a few months. It's always been kind of a goal of mine to like fish down south, live down south. You know, when I was about to graduate college, I was looking at a lot of fisheries jobs down here, because you know, it's just something I've always wanted to do is come down here, and I feel like when you're young and single and in your 20s, that's kind of like the time of your life when you should be doing this kind of stuff and exploring. And again, I did not want to do another winter in Syracuse, and things, you know, it's not been all roses down here. It's a newer company, and there's going to be growing pains when you're working with a newer company. So again, back to that balance of getting enough money to fish. Yeah, so that's pretty much how I got to Texas. I have a lot more time in my hands now, for sure, and just been slacking on just trying to get motivated. You know, just been in my head too much. One thing I want to just talk about real quick is like just how toxic social media can be. And I mean, the world's just crazy right now. There's no way around it. Like, I'm very blessed to and proud to be an American. Very thankful I am in America. Don't get me wrong, I don't want this video to be like, sound like I'm just complaining the whole time, because I'm really not. I'm very, very thankful that I'm able to be doing this right now, able to be pursuing my dreams. I feel very blessed to be able to do that, to be able to do what I'm doing right now. You get on social media, you know, and that could be toxic too, because like I got in a bad habit, especially in the last year, comparing myself to others. Like, just feeling like I'm like 26 now, and I'm not where I wanted to be when I was 26, and I just get really down on myself sometimes and start looking at other people who are younger than me, who are like winning all these tournaments, winning opens, winning Elite Series tournaments, and just like, man, like, am I ever going to get there? You know, just self-doubt. And I think social media enhances that. I think it can be really toxic. I think you have to be careful with it, use it in moderation, you know. Like, even if you look at my profile, you probably think like, oh, this kid's just like the happiest kid living on a dream, like just doing his thing. But nah, I haven't really been in a good mental state in the last year, if I'm being completely honest. And I think as men, there's a stigma that you can't really show vulnerability. You have to be this macho man, you know, you can't show weakness. Personally, I think it's actually stronger to put it all out there and be honest with people, and, you know, admit to people like what you're feeling and where you're at. Because I mean, in reality, I feel like all of us in our 20s, like, most of us, like, we don't know what's going on, you know, like we're just navigating our way through life, just trying to figure out what's the best, you know, which way we're supposed to go, etc., etc. All right, so really quick, guys, I'm going to interrupt the story just because I really unexpectedly caught a giant fish this day. So I'm going to roll that clip right now. If you came to this video just for that, this is where it's going to start. Enjoy, and right after, I'm going to talk about where the future of this channel is going to go.
Oh yeah, that's a good fish, dude. That's a big fish. Oh my god, that's a big fish. Big fish alert. Big fish alert. Holy shit. That's a big fish. I think it was a bass. That's a good one. Big fish. Stay on. Oh my god, it's a giant. Oh my god, it's a giant. Please stay on. Please stay on. It's a giant. It's a giant. It's a giant. It's a giant. Oh, this makes me nervous. Oh my god! That's a new peepee. Oh my god. Please let me get this fish in the boat. Please. Please. Bro! Oh my god, that did just happen! Oh my god! Bro! Bro! Oh my god! That's the biggest bass I've ever caught in my life. That's the biggest bass I've ever caught in my life. Oh my god! Bro, are you kidding me? Right now, that's the biggest bass I've ever caught in my life. No way. Yo! Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Come on, Scale, I need you to do your thing. So close. It is the biggest bass of my life, but it's not quite 7. Just under 7. Still a Texas stud. Just under 7. Has the frame to be so much bigger, but it's just too skinny. So I honestly thought it was gonna be like a 7 or 8. I was freaking out. And in my defense, it is a really long fish, just super skinny for whatever reason. It should be a 7 or 8 if it was filled out. Definitely by far like the longest bass I've ever caught. Also the heaviest, but just not quite as heavy as I thought. 6 3/4 is what my scales being. Scales being a little weird. I think it's accurate. It's still great fish. I'm still super pumped to catch it. Can't get to release that. There we go. One more shot of her. Good fish. Good healthy fish. Let the big mama go. Make sure she's healthy. Oh, she's ready. She's ready. Back she goes to the depths. 674, dog. Whew. God, that is such an adrenaline rush. Can't even begin to explain it. Catching a big fish. God, I love this shit.
So the future of this channel, I'm actually pretty excited for. More excited than I have been in a long time. Got a little depressing there in the middle of this video, just like doing that kind of real, you know, just some real talk, just putting it out there, just being honest about how I felt recently. The good thing is, we're kind of coming out of it. We're feeling a lot better. We've done quite a bit of self-reflection, and we're making some lifestyle changes that I think are gonna benefit me quite a bit. And we're gonna put our foot on the gas in 2023. When things get tough, I feel like really the only option, the only thing you can really do is keep pushing forward and just go harder than you ever have. I mean, ultimately, and I've seen it in my life, like things don't stay bad forever. Yeah, you go through good times and you go through bad times, and when you're in one of those bad times, you just got to put your foot on the gas and keep pushing until you reach the good times. And that's pretty much my plan for 2023. So we're gonna go harder than ever. As far as what kind of content I'm gonna be putting out on this channel, I'm gonna kind of stray away from some of the tournament videos. I'll throw the occasional tournament video in the mix, but it's going to be a lot more fun fishing videos. Quite a bit of how-to videos is what I'm planning. I also have some ideas for some challenge videos and some almost like scientific study videos where I kind of compare like different styles of baits and see, you know, which do better in which conditions, that kind of stuff. I also want to ask you guys, you know, because you're the viewer, like, what do you want to see from me? What do you enjoy most in a fishing video? What, you know, catches your attention the most? I feel like tournament videos are such a narrow audience. Like, there's only so many people that want to watch those. So let me know in the comments what you want to see from me going forward. But overall, I'm just really excited to be back, really excited to be sharing content with you guys again, and can't wait to see what we're gonna, you know, be able to achieve here in 2023. And I'm excited to take you guys along for the journey. So like this video, subscribe if you haven't already. Again, give me a comment what you want to see from me going forward. I'm pumped to be back. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to go hard, and can't wait to see what we're gonna do.